to talk to you, Melissa. Here I am.
I love you.
I'm sorry I'm not responding to your messages because I'm fucking having a meltdown. Again, I'm having a meltdown because I don't know where the fuck I'm going to be. I don't know where I'm gonna be tonight. Yes, I'm at the open place right now, but you know what? Shit happens day by day, moment to moment. I have no fucking idea what's going on. You know what? I made the mistake last night of falling asleep because I was comfortable. Me and you had a great time. I made things easy for you because I thought Chuck was gonna be here, but just like everyone else, he has flaked. And you know what? When Tia Face came by before I went to bed, you know, I was tripping out because she said, you know what? Your car's not in your name. That we found out because I was trying to get an oil change. It's already in my mom's name. I've paid $540 every month for a car that's not in my name. My credit, I still don't have none. It's all I want. So I have to give my car back so my mom doesn't do something crazy, like call the cops to get my car fucking taken away and report it stolen so I'm not in jail or my sister's not in jail. So I have to give my car away, and then I still have to get all this stuff. She also said my sister can't have any of her shit here, and I still gotta go to San Jose and get stuff. My sister still has stuff in fucking San Leandro, and we still have to get our stuff all by this weekend. How the fuck are we supposed to do that? I don't know. And also Tia Face is talking about a restraining order she's getting on my sister. Like, what the fuck? If I told you yesterday, pouring out my heart, like, if my sister gets taken away from me, I don't know how I'm gonna fucking compute. I don't know. I can't go back to being under my mom. And I supported you yesterday. You know, me and you came to an agreement for you being here, supporting me, because I need you around. And I told you, sleeping Melissa is better than no Melissa. I tried to just make it easy for you. Just be here. Just be here. That's all I ask. You know I'm going to be okay with anything. Just you being here. I know how important that day was. And I also let you go to Sharon. Yes, it kind of hurt a little. I'm not going to lie because I'm still having a hard time. And I don't get comforted through my pain. No one hugs me when I'm fucking in pain. No one hugs me. I didn't grow up with that. And it's new to me. So yes, I'm processing my feelings a little bit differently. And I don't know how to do a lot of things. So I let you go with Sharon. And like I said, I got comfortable because I just had a great talk with Chuck, and Chuck said he was going to come there tonight. And then I had a talk with Albie, and I'm crying. Like I've never cried before. I'm crying. Because Albie's such a great guy, and he told me I have to apologize to you, because if I would have known back when I left you what you've been going through, I would have never left. Never left. So shame on me for talking to your mom and her just saying you're okay. I cried so hard yesterday. And now, I'm dealing with the hardest point of my life and no one's showing up. I'm trying to research shit on my mom being a narcissist because I have to pour out my heart and practice my voice, which I've never had and never practiced on my own for the longest time, and pour out everything and let her know what's going on. Because if I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Because she's gonna talk to your face and tell my mom what the fuck we should do about this situation. But you don't know most of the shit I'm telling you right now because you're not around. No one's trying to find out information. You're not around. You were around last night, and it's hard for me to keep relaying this information over text when you're not fucking here. And what did I tell you? I tried to tell you multiple times. I wrote you in a letter. I texted you right after the letter, and then I talked to you in person. How important my sister is. If you want to know something, call her. Most of the times, I'm handling my own shit just so I can practice having a voice, so I can do some research, so I can run errands just to make her feel better. Because guess what? She's still in fucking pain, and I feel best when I'm at her side. So my sister's not the big bad wolf. She's not scary. She fucking loves you. She's been standing up for you. She's been telling me, yes, Melissa's the one you should be with. She loves you the most. If I go away, I trust your life in Melissa's hands. She's been fighting for you. So it's not that hard. Instead of calling me, giving me attitude, give me all this shit, because you know I'll just say it's okay and I'll comfort you through this, just to call her, because she will validate your feelings, and you know what? You might find out what the fuck is going on instead of wasting all our time. You even texted her saying, hey, I've noticed a change in dog. His tears. Wow, you're really opening him up. Yes, I'm trying to open up, but everyone's fucking making it hard. It's the people who love you most who make it fucking hard. I just want you here so we can talk and you can see my progression, or maybe you can fucking talk to my sister, because I told you she just needs a new perspective and just to feel love around, so it's not just us fighting. So now, I'm getting a text from you talking about, oh, you're like a chore. Thank you. I'm like a fucking chore. You just wanted to save some gas money. Thank you, Melissa. That's what I fucking need right now. Because you know what? The tender Melissa I fucking need, I'm not getting. And that hurts. Yesterday, you're talking about, oh, I'm just going to the store and take out money. I don't have that much. But I was like, you know what? I'll save you the trip because I know how stressed out and I know how important this day is to you. So here, take this money. I know you'll pay me back. I don't even care if you do pay me back. I don't want you to be late. I want you to have a great day. I want you to be the fucking star. I know you are. I want you to fucking shine. I want you to be talented. I want to be your light over here. And you are my most valuable person that I love. Talking about fucking kids, that's something I never thought I'd fucking talk about ever. You know this, Melissa. So what did I give my most valuable person? My dad's necklace. I'm not turning you into someone you don't want to be. You're doing that.
Let's see, 6 minutes. Pretty clear expression. Let's take it in. What jumped out? Anything? Anything linger? Anything compel? There's a lot, revisiting. Right now I'm just present to, that was a big deal for my brother. He doesn't express himself like that. I also know where he was at, how he was feeling, what he was going through, because I was there. So I can feel it in his voice, the shortness in his breath, the panic, pushing it out. And he did a phenomenal job of expressing what was happening. Enough information was given. What people don't understand, first and foremost, I just have to say this. There was a bizarre phenomenon listening to this and realizing my brother's responding to his loved one and he's needing to apologize because he's getting shit from her for not responding, not being available. And that's crushing him because she knows enough and she's not there and he's being made wrong. There's something that occurred with everyone in our lives where it was like that. Me almost unanimously. Left alone to get through nightmarish, unbelievable, hellish, unstoppable, relentless, dangerous shit. By ourselves. And people at a distance, y'all, we got pummeled by everyone around us, even those not around us, dissatisfied with what we were and weren't doing, as if what we were doing wasn't the most important thing. Being required to apologize and also explain. And here's the thing that really stood out to me. Also, for me personally, this is new. I could hear how fast he was talking, and it wasn't just the overwhelming emotion. If you really got the severity of what we were living day in, day out, non-stop, in every direction, we don't have time to do that. Every phone call, every text message, every moment. Like, it's serious, it's critical. And so on top of it, we have to take the time to explain stuff to people and apologize. And we don't have the time because it's life or death, because crazy shit is happening and somehow other people feel wronged. Now, yeah, I used to joke that I'd be laying in a gutter somewhere probably, and my phone would be blowing up with people pissed off at me for not returning their call. But they probably didn't call, they were just texting me to tell me what a piece of shit I was for not getting back to them, right? They wouldn't even call me to check in. And that was the joke, you know? And the rate in which things were happening was fucking nuts. The circumstances, the fucking, oh my God. So, you were wasting our valuable time. And inside of it, we're still being true to us. And my brother's doing what he's supposed to do, expressing what he needs, telling the reality of his situation best he can, and also apologizing because that's what the person he loves needs, despite it hurting him. Also, you know, being able to still be loving and present and acknowledge her for things, which again shows the level he was operating at, that we were operating at. Because we were fucking getting murdered, dude. And beyond. And we still stood in the fire, giving people what they couldn't give us. And that was excruciating too. But the part that I really wanted, I wanted to break it down, really, because did we hear it? What are the important notes? Well, I'm not going to do that because I know time is of the essence with everyone. And I'm always so worried, you know, can't get people to listen to 6 minutes. I'm going to take too long and ramble, blah, blah, blah. So, what popped out to me, the things I need to pay attention to is first and foremost, he's apologizing, right? Oh shit, well, yeah, duh. I'm not gonna go there. The major things I want people to notice. My brother is expressing, at least through the whole message, there's a bunch of shit in it, but my mother is going to have my aunt put a restraining order out on me for no reason. And my brother just found out that his car that he owns, also a way that he can be mobile and, you know, all that stuff, isn't in his name. And mom is going to report it stolen. So, if we look at those two just things, then we know that there's irrational behavior with insane amount of control and manipulation, with high consequences. For no reason, amidst everything else we're facing, this is just one more thing out of nowhere. Rita's gonna go to jail for some reason, some made up reason, and I'm gonna have my car taken away, right? I don't know. Also, I'm in a perpetual double bind, an impossible scenario that is exhausting and wears us out, and there's no win. We have nowhere to go. My mom's making us get my stuff from San Jose. Rhea has stuff at the Oakland house. She's got stuff in San Leandro. She won't let my sister go there. I don't know where we're gonna go. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, just these fucking insane, basic things. Because you're set up to fail. To just run ragged while being attacked, while having surprise visitors, while having people fucking, you know, inserted into your fucking circumstance to make things harder. And we're terrified. So that's something that happened. And the fact that people refuse to believe that my mother or other people, because it's not just my mom, everybody else was part of it and allowed it and condoned it, you know, and is responsible for the insanity and the extreme unnecessary suffering. People refuse to believe that my mother could or would do something like so extreme. It's what prevents people from believing that I am being stalked, or that like ritualistically robbed and threatened and etc. Because it doesn't make sense. But I have experience of those ridiculous things already happening, and now you have my brother echoing what he's experiencing. So you know you're dealing with a person capable of asserting fucking extreme consequence, lying to put me in jail, and reporting Doug Yates' car stolen so he can't do what he needs to do, which is major. And is that a theme? So she lied to my brother about it being his car, right? And now it's a way that she can keep him in line. Because if he doesn't do what she wants him to do or is dissatisfied with, she can just keep the car, report it stolen. So then we are going to factor in other things, other methods of controlling people. Withholding IDs, birth certificates, legal documents, money, resources that belong to us. Something she already did. So, is it a stretch to believe that she would do it again? My brother is saying what he wants. He's terrified, but he wants to be with his sister. He feels best at her side. It's the people that love you, that aren't there for you, that hurt you the most. I'm trying to research. I'm trying to figure out just the basics. My sister's in pain. Yes, I was suicidal beyond. And near-death experiences constantly. That had to be beyond frightening for my brother. And he keeps saying that. But we're responsible for doing everything. Alone. All odds against us. Stacked. And the entirety of people around us being manipulated. And manipulating themselves. And carrying out fucking abuse. By way of my mom. And we're researching. And nobody's doing that for us or with us. No one. So, if I lose my sister, I will not be able to compute. She's not the big bad wolf like everybody says she is. I can't go back to my mom. Being under her thumb. I can't. You know. Okay, there's desires, there's need. And again, you know, we were required the entire time to do things the way other people needed. Each and every person around us required something different to give us nothing. Nothing but more pain. More dangerous situations. More. People say they'll show up, but then they don't. Common theme as well. But nobody was listening. And this wasn't the first time first person we expressed it to. So the disbelief, the absolute disbelief that anyone could have in our life, when there's so many things just like this in our own words. Simple to hear, simple to see. And still, the thing that we had to fight against was the steady stream of lies, perversion, and distortion of things. And we had to worry about the people that we loved, and we were doing everything we could. So, moving forward, this is abuse by proxy. This is ambient abuse. Hard to pinpoint. But that is nothing, by the way. What he's talking about, just that tiny snippet part of the day, was nothing compared to all the things we were coming out of and needing to face that day. So, does that sound like abuse? Is there anything alarming happening? And do you get to continue to abuse the two victims, being me and my brother, by denying the truth, not letting us have our truth? You continue to deny the victims and re-victimize them and re-abuse them by simple things. For instance, with me, it's a 2-for-1, right? For me, because of how I'm painted, I'm called the liar, the whore, the whatever, the bad guy, the, evil fucking monster, just whatever, the trash can, right? Not only do I not get any support at all whatsoever, no one will acknowledge what's happening to me. They're blaming me for doing to my mother what she's doing to me. They are all actively destroying my life and killing everything that I love, including my brother, with utter disregard and fucking vitriol and arrogance and recklessness. And I can't, no matter what, unsmear the scarlet burned letter of being a liar and making it up. So none of it happened, and what did was my fault. And my brother suffers similarly because everyone refused to believe his reality, which was we were both being abused. We were both being put in harm's way constantly. We were both being tortured. Let's just keep it fucking real. Except David was required, part of his abuse was to deny acknowledging what was happening to me with anyone else, and then not being able to talk about it. He never spoke about anything that he went through, except for with me. We talked to each other. Otherwise, it wasn't allowed at the house, because he would have a horrific day, night, crisis management that mom is producing. And then go back home where she's having cocktails, acting oblivious, like nothing's happening. And he's got to act accordingly, or more punishment. My brother was rewarded for hurting me and being okay with hurting me. That is how my brother was abused, because that is against his nature. And when he did something decent, kind, or appropriate, or supportive, even remotely, for me, he was punished. Period. Period. And the things that people also don't know, there are so many layers. My brother was constantly being bribed, and told to get away from me, and all of the things that he wanted were being given to him as a reward, on the contingency that he went along with the narrative and listened to all the people that bought in. Basically let his sister die. Be okay with everything that was happening, knowing the truth. And that's abusive as fuck for my brother. And be silent about it. That is not who he is as a person, whether it's me or somebody else. But it's required. Yeah. And you see, they took away more than just any of the massively traumatic experiences my brother had that will never be spoken of, addressed, processed. They straight up took his sister away, just like they took my brother away. And although we might have made choices, they didn't feel like choices, just lesser of the evils, right? And you took us away from each other in the most unbelievable way. Because on both sides, over here, no one in my life even said his name, wouldn't acknowledge shit, so my brother and everything went through didn't exist. And that was like him dying every fucking day. And for my brother, I don't have to know to know. David does not have a sister. Not the sister he really had. The only thing he's allowed to have is the story that is spun about whoever Ria was. And he betrays himself every time. Every time. But that was what was required. Anyways, yeah.